and welcome back to our podcast, Electrify. And I'm your host, Rahul Modi, with two of our amazing subsystem heads, Vehan and Ajay. So, coming back to our first question, what are the major difficulties moving from combustion vehicle built to an electrical vehicle, Vehan?
Hello, Ram. The major difficulties in moving from a combustion vehicle to electric vehicle are basically a lot of more safety requirements which the battery expects as compared to the conventional mechanical safety which the CV expects. And we also have a lot of new things to explore, so we have to start studying from scratch. So those are the major difficulties.
I hope that's a brilliant start to the EV team. Secondly, how did you come about choosing the 18650 cell for your vehicle, Ajay?
Okay, we were looking for something safe and easy to handle and also provide good enough performance. The 18650 cells are reliable and also provide great resistance to puncture and better thermal conductivity as compared to pouch cells and also prismatic cells. Even Tesla uses 18650 cells for their cars.
Oh, that's a great information. Seems like we're coping up with other teams. So, was communication among the team members difficult given the current circumstances?
Yeah, communication was difficult given the lockdowns, but we managed to communicate effectively. We instruct all the team members to be very, very accurate in the messages of what is to be delivered, and we also have regular conference calls, regular video calls between all the team members at subsystems and even the core members, so that everyone is on the same track.
Seeing that, this is the first time NITK has an electrical vehicle racing team. So, do you feel the need to set a benchmark in your first year in the competition?
Yeah, there's always a pressure. We are one of the top institutes in the country, and we always are expected to deliver engineering goods. But we take this pressure in a healthy, competitive manner, and we try to do our best.
That's really good. So, coming to you, Ajay, which part of the accumulator design would be the most challenging for the concept design challenge?
Okay, coming to the design, basically there are like 864 8060 cells. So the space conservation and inner casing, outer casing and the cooling system is the really hard part that we have to design. And coming back to the rules and safety requirements was the biggest challenge for us also. And even the design of the safety circuits was challenging because it was a complete new concept for us because we are the new electric team.
So did the budget of the build come in the way of making an adequate accumulator design?
Okay. The budget does add up a lot of constraints to the design, although currently we have very flexible cap to that, and hence it is not a major drawback in the design challenge. We always think towards using every penny in the most effective manner.
So coming to you, Vehan, do you think that the teams who have participated before have an upper hand in the competition?
Yeah, of course. Experience in the competition always adds to a lot of learning, and you cannot match that with any theory. But we try to do our best by working hard enough, learning from other people's experience, asking them about how was their event, and then try to present the best we can with analysis.
Yeah, we'll be surely hoping to see that in the upcoming years. So, Ajay, being the heart of an EV, what kind of components will the accumulator housing contain?
Okay, accumulator housing contains vent designs and also bodyworks together. We consider the air cooling and liquid cooling systems, and we come up with 14 fan based air cooling model which will provide an upper hand for 1400 CFM to our battery pack.
So how are you planning to beat the range test given that there will be fan vents in the accumulator casing?
Okay, as we all know, there is a rain test in our FS 2022, that is the electrical challenge, where the vent design and the bodyworks together will tackle that problem. We have come up with efficient fan and ventilation system, but to make it rainproof, and some body panels will help in that task too.
That's really good. Why did you choose EMARX 208 and a school for this EV, Vehan?
Yeah, so MRAX 208 was within the rules and giving us the best power to weight ratio. We wanted a PMSM motor instead of induction motor, so we went with that motor. And the reason for choosing the spool is lightweight, because we already have a lot of weight addition compared to the CV car because of the accumulator itself. So we did not want to go with a heavy differential. We wanted a light, and also it is cost efficient. And if at all differential was into the picture, we would have gone for in-hub motors, which would have costed us the same as the current drivetrain setup.
So, as we have both of you system heads, I would like to know that in the current pandemic situation, do you guys really think that the progress of the team will be affected by this lockdown or the distance between the members who are working together?
So, actually, this team was found during the lockdown. So, we have been working long distance since then. And this design challenge that we have taken part in, this is an online design challenge hosted by Formula Bharat. So, that isn't a problem for us. And whenever we are not able to meet, we'll always try to design the best possible vehicle that we can and keep upgrading ourselves. There's a lot of area in all the subsystems where we need to do work and we can upgrade it to this.
Ajay, I would like to know your views on this.
Yeah, actually pandemic has affected us in some or the other way, because this concept challenge is fine, this is in the online form, but after this we actually have to build a real electric vehicle. So that's the reason the procurement, everything will be really hard for us, because it should be coming from, it should actually come from outside as overseas. So the MNX motor or the batteries that should be taken from, ordered from China. So it will be hard for us to get the procurement, and if the college starts, we can actually have our work in a full force.
That's really good. So what are your future prospects that you are looking forward to improve in the current layout?
So the future prospects which we are looking forward to improve is, like as you said, powertrain. We want to add in-hub motors, we want to add a planetary gear system, we can add a gauge box that is in the current setup. Currently, we have a very simplistic setup for reliability and a very basic powertrain. This is just talking about the powertrain. Every subsystem that has a lot of improvements to make, and we can work a lot in that one.
Yeah, actually I agree with Vehan, because most of the parts in accumulator 2 should be improved, as we are using 18650 cells, which are like the packing efficiency of the 18650 cells is really low compared to pouch cells and also prismatic cells. So I guess we might have to work on it, and also the security issues are really high. So I guess we have to be more prepared when we are actually going for the real event that is FS 2022.
So coming to the final question for the podcast, what are your plans for the team ahead, and how do you plan to take it?
So the plan for the team is to participate in the Formula Bharat electric vehicle competition in 2022. We expect to have a full-fledged ready-to-race vehicle at that time, with including all the marketing and funding which is required for that. And for the short-term goals, we want to get a decent rank in the Formula FSEV design challenge.
That's really good to hear from both of you. Hoping a really good year ahead. Thank you, and we are really happy to have you here.
Thank you.